Peyton on the wing tonight with Tage and JJ?
It was more about probably giving Tuck the night off, and we liked what we saw in those other couple lines, so we thought to keep him in, we would put him over there and give him an opportunity.
How invaluable of a chess piece can somebody like McLeod be with the face-offs, the penalty killing? He can step in on a power play, and just the versatility too.
Yeah, I mean, the strength of his game is his speed and his defending and his penalty killing. We pushed him into a little bit of a power play role. I mean, that's not really his role. And I think with some of the guys we had out, you got to Tuck back in the lineup, you got to Darlene back in the lineup, and that pushes him more to a normal role. But face-offs are going to be a key. The speed he can generate. He's a transporter of the puck coming out of the D zone. Those are his strengths, and I think we've seen those in the first couple of games.
Lindy, have you liked what you've seen overall from your team in these first two preseason games before you guys head over to Europe?
I have. You know what? I like the answer to what I would call a poor 12 minutes of play. I love the answer. I thought all of a sudden, we had a Bo Byram laying sideways blocking a shot. Benson had a couple big block shots. We got into the body a lot more, and then I thought our speed just started to take over. Our D got up the ice better. We started to control some of the play in the offensive zone, and that was a pretty common theme in the first two games. So a lot of good things. I like the fact we had to battle through some adversity tonight. I like the hard compete. Got to give Columbus a lot of credit. They came to play, and we had to earn the ice we got later on in the game.
How's Darlene doing in the wake of this morning?
Darlene will, in all likelihood, skate with us, maybe in a non-contact role tomorrow, but he's doing really good. He's itching to get back in. For us, it's making sure that when we put him back in or get him back in a practice that he's ready to roll. But he's real close to playing.
Devin looked very sharp tonight. Just the dynamic between Uka, Pekka, and Devin. They seem to push each other, get the best out of each other. What have you seen over the past, whatever week with that?
Well, I feel I have two goaltenders that are extremely dialed in, and I thought he made probably 4 or 5 really clutch saves for us that you need when your team isn't playing well. He's the guy that can change the momentum, and I thought he gave us a couple of those saves at key times that allowed us to get in a position to start taking it back to them.
Coach, talk about some of the culture changes you've brought to this team. Welcome back, by the way.
Yeah, well, I think what we're trying to establish is on a nightly basis we're going to try to outwork the opposition. We want to be physical, and to a man we want to push each other. And I think everybody in that room knows that where we ended up last year wasn't good enough, and where we want to get to is going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of hard work. And if we start with hard work, I think you can see in the second and third period the work ethic, where we got pucks to, the races for pucks, changed the game for us.
What do you think Owen Power needs to do to take his game to another level this year?
Just quicker decisions. He's a very talented young man. He sees the game incredible. He's dedicated. There's a lot of great. Just play the game a little quicker. Give us a little bit better chance at playing the game quicker. I said last time I talked to you guys, we have a level of quickness. We can be quicker. Process the field and make a quicker decision. That's offensively, defensively. I thought he started slow tonight, but I thought his game increasingly got better. And I have a pretty high standard for him. So,
is it fair to say that there's an audition for the penalty kill? You seem to cycle through a lot of different forward duos.
My plan really is to play like 6 forwards. So, not really addition. We have a lot of good pieces, and if we can use 6, the level of intensity can be really high. We don't have to fatigue any of those forwards. You go up and down the ice once. If you can kill a play in the zone, get it down. We can get fresh bodies. Fresh bodies a lot of times allows for more pressure inside the defensive zone.
Coach, the power play last year was a major issue for this team. Are you implementing anything different to change that?
You know, again, I think we identified the major issue was really puck recoveries and, you know, trying to get to the inside. Puck recoveries are a big deal. If you want to be in the power play, we got to get around the net front. We got to get some bodies there. And we got to recover loose pucks on shots. You know, our power play, you know, was a little disjointed tonight with some different pieces in there. I thought we moved it around really good on the 5-on-3, scored a nice goal. Because the units aren't together, I really felt the entries in the power play tonight weren't really cohesive. The guys weren't really familiar with where their release point was, and you saw a few pucks go outside the zone, but we're going to work hard this next coming week on special teams, probably every day from now till we start.
Lindy, how would you describe Zack Benson's game tonight?
Liked his game, hard on pucks. He was around the front of the net, controlled. You know, he controlled the puck a lot of times when he had it. Getting to know his game, like he has got incredible puck savvy. But liked his game, yeah. I like even the penalty. I don't mind the penalty. It's just a penalty of some passion, and usually those penalties you always kill off. So, starting to feel real comfortable with the way this kid plays.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. Thank you. Go Bills.